So hello guys, in today's video we're gonna discuss about how to create a table in SQL. In previous video we have discussed about how to create a database, but after creating database we want some tables inside it to have some contents. So here we're gonna discuss how to create a table in SQL today, and before learning that we need to learn about the constraints, because constraints are important when you create a table. Constraint give every column a identity that makes them different from one another, and also some parameters or some restrictions to the columns which is necessary when we define a table. So today we're gonna learn about primary key. So as you all know, uh, even if you don't know, primary key is something which is unique. A primary key is a set of candidate keys. See, there are many important terms present in SQL, but not all the terms are implemented inside SQL. There are terms which are only used for discussion or for creating connections between other terms. For example, a primary key is a set of candidate keys, and candidate keys are those set of keys who are capable of becoming primary key, but they cannot become a primary key. One or the other factor they are losing. So to become a primary key, the main characteristics is to be unique. So you might be wondering how to declare a primary key. So this is a rough code which I have written. So here we are creating a table students with a student ID which is integer. Then we are creating a constant. See, that important word here is constant. Many people used to let's continue in VS Code so you will understand more better. So first of all, as you have seen in the previous video, we have created a student details database, so we will be working with this. So I'll click on new query here, so that I want to create a table inside it. And before proceeding, I will check if there are any table present here. As I can see, there are no tables present here. So here I will type the code create table name students. So as I've created a table name students, so now I'm going to create a column inside it. For example, a column is student ID. I have a column student ID which is, I have decided that it has int. So I have seen many people try to pass the word primary key here. See, you can pass the word primary key here, but the problem it creates it, you are not giving a specific keyword to that column to define that primary key. For example, if tomorrow I have to call a specific column, how will I be able to call it, or how will somebody know that a constant is defined for this column which is a primary key? So for that thing we use constraint keyword. Constraint keyword helps us to give a nickname to our column. For example, here I will give the nickname as PK, which is a short form primary key, and student ID, and then I will write primary key. So here it will create the primary key which is being created on the column student ID has a nickname which can be used for reference purpose. As for example, I want to use this as a reference purpose in different table, then how will I be able to use it? By using this keyword or the nickname which I have created. So now I am going to create one more column. This will be student name. I am making it a varchar of size 20, and this is no constant. So see, we have created a small table for basics purpose of basic constraint discussion. I will always create a small table, and we'll look in the data types in the next video. For the demo, I have taken these integer and varchar, which are mostly familiar with students out there, as an integer is number and varchar is like a string which takes letters or words. So here I have created a table in student which is a primary key. A primary key doesn't allow a repetition of values. So now I will run the executed, and now you will see the table is created. And to check whether your table is created or not, you can go into SQL Server Object Explorer, and then you can refresh this database. It will all get refreshed. Then you have to go open and expand again. You go to your database, go to tables, and here it's loading. It will take some time usually. So till the time it loads, as you can see here how I have created using a word constant. Every time a constant should be used when you are passing a constant. The word constant just only suggests that we are passing some limitation or we are passing some uniqueness to the column whenever we are creating the table. So this is how we are declaring a primary key inside a table. So thank you.